and welcome back to the Real Positive Girl podcast. My name is Sabrina. Thanks again for listening or watching the video on my Instagram. Again, if you're interested in that and any other motivational content that I post, please visit my Instagram at Real Positive Girl. You can also find the video and other awesome things at my main Instagram at Sabrina Joy Peroso. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope that if your day has already begun, that it's an awesome one, and that you're already finding so many awesome things to be grateful for and to think about and to look forward to and all of that stuff. And we're kind of going to dive into that today. Today's topic is how to set your mindset to be positive all day, which I think is super helpful. That you're like, yeah, Sabrina, we already know that. I'm like, yeah, of course. I just wanted to detail it a little bit more to show you why. Show you how to do it, and I think we already talked about why. So let's just jump right in. Having things to look forward to, even as small as TV shows to watch after work, dinner to eat, like if you're gonna go to that really good new Mexican place or Chinese place. Those are just cuisines that I really love, so that's the ones that I use as an example. Maybe it's just a walk with your puppers, or snuggling with your kitties, or working out, reading a book, whatever it is. It's important to have those little things to look forward to, because it just makes the day so much better. Because especially if you know you're going to be walking into a really hard day at work or at school, or, maybe you stay at home with your kids and you know that there are going to be really stressful things happening that day, a lot of things happening that day that can feel very overwhelming. It's nice to have those things at some point in the day, even if it's in the middle of the day and you're like, okay, we're going to go and have froyo. We love froyo. My daughter and I are obsessed with froyo. We're going to go have froyo, so you're looking forward to that. And it doesn't mean that the time before that event or that happening or the time after it don't mean anything. It's just helps to spark a little bit of joy in your life, help to motivate you and push you through to get through any crap that might come in the way as you're moving towards that thing. Again, start the day with something that sparks joy. I say that all the time, and I don't necessarily mean in the Marie Kondo way, but if that's what you want to do. I do enjoy organizing and cleaning and putting things away and making it look aesthetic and all that stuff, like that. But I mean, just in general, having that spark of joy that comes out of your heart and your mind, where you're just excited and you're really enjoying life at that moment, and you want to expand those moments more and more over time. But I think it's important to start your day with something that sparks joy. So let that be a workout. Like for me, I work out in the morning. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and then I go to the gym before I come back and get ready to take my daughter to school, go to work, etc. But maybe you're into meditation, reading a devotional, or journaling. Something that only takes a couple minutes. It doesn't have to be the span of like, okay, I have to carve out like an hour at the top of my day, because like if you're not a morning person, you're not going to want to get up at 5:30 and go work out. I totally get it. But let's say you just want to get up. Maybe you want to listen to this podcast because it's pretty short, under 10 minutes. That would help if that sparks some joy by motivating you and inspiring you and getting you excited for the day. Or let's say you want to read a chapter out of a book that you really enjoy, or a book that's really driving you and helping you to get motivated to do certain things at work or at school, or anything like that. Any small thing. It doesn't have to be small, but I'm just saying that it can be small for it to spark joy in your life. Maybe it's a certain breakfast that you like to eat. I know people are cray over avocado toast. I personally haven't tried it. It's because in the morning for breakfast I'm kind of lazy. I buy like pre-made organic oatmeal cups, and I eat those at work. And you just pour hot water into them and a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, and you're good. But you get excited because you get to eat your favorite breakfast in the morning, or that you get to jam out to some great music or watch a YouTube video while you're getting ready in the morning. Whatever it is, find something to start your day that really sparks joy, that will carry a tone of positivity throughout the day. I think it's also important to create a mantra to bring you back to baseline back, and that bringing, when I say bringing back to baseline, I mean bringing you back to mental clarity, so that if you are having a bad moment, a bad situation comes up, something unexpected, it'll help to reset. And I know I've talked about this before, resetting your day. I also think that a mantra could be very helpful, because it's just something that rings in your mind that's true. You're like, okay. So for example, if I'm at work and I'm having a stressful period because I realize no one did what they were supposed to do, I'm an office manager, so I feel like that's the vein of problems that I deal with at work. But if I'm like, okay, so they didn't do what they were supposed to do, before I used to just like go off on a rant and a tangent, and I would be so upset and I'd be kind of up in people's faces. But now, before I have the urge to do that, or right at that cusp, I tell myself, okay, is this really worth all the energy that I want to put into it? And will I get what I want in the end? So those are kind of like mantras for me. Will I get what I want in the end? Is this worth the energy? And I know that generally a mantra is usually like not necessarily a question, but like a phrase that you'd say to yourself. Say to yourself, it's better to be calm than to be angry, or something like that. I get it. It can be whatever you want. Personally, I think it can be whatever you want. I just call it a mantra because that is familiar to me as something that you will tell yourself regularly to help you get back to that mental clarity. So I would suggest having like a phrase or a question that you ask yourself, so that it'll help you to get back to that baseline, figure out, okay, is everything that's about to happen, is it all worth it? Do I really need to waste my time? Not waste, but use, spend. Is this something that I actually really need to do? And I think it's helpful because it's actually saved me from, making a fool out of myself. Because in turn, when I like rant on people and I'm up in their faces, and then it turns out that it was some sort of circumstance that I didn't understand, and that's just how my job works, where like it's like a slew of things that led up to that thing not being done. Then it's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have like come at you so hard. It really makes you think like, okay, do I really need to take like 5 minutes and do some more research and figure out exactly what went wrong, as opposed to just like lashing out at someone? I think it's helpful. It brings me back to mental clarity, and then I am able to go in and problem solve calm and cool-headed. Also, becoming organized with what needs to get done, and problems that need to be solved, like via like a written list, apps on your phone, reminders on your phone, whatever it is. I think those can really help you be set up for positivity all day, because then you're not stressing about what needs to get done and how it needs to get done in one order, and what problems need to continually be solved from the previous day, or something that you already knew was going to be a problem from past experience or historical data or whatever it may be. It's important to write things down, because then you're not continuously trying to remind yourself, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. It's literally somewhere in print or digital form where you know that you need to get it done. And then I just feel like it gives you more mental clarity, because you're not like storing so much of this like crazy anxiety reminder stuff in your mind to try to remind you that what you need to get done. You have it written down somewhere. So you just need to have the mental reminder to go and look at wherever you wrote it down, and then complete the tasks. You can also like write yourself notes on how to solve the problem, what has happened in the past, what to avoid, all those kind of things. I think that all these things, so being organized with your day, having a mantra when things get cray, and then starting your day with something that sparks joy, can really set your mind to be positive all day long. And this is not to say that bad things won't happen and things won't get in your way, and try to change your mind, but it will definitely set you up for success and help push you through the rest of the day when those crazy things just pop up there. So thanks again for coming and listening to this podcast. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Sabrina. This is the Real Positive Girl Podcast. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever time it is, and I hope to see you back here soon. So have a good one.